don't have enough time.
I see you don't have a lifeguard here at your
this is
beach.
I'm not at the beach. This is a bathtub.
No body of water is safe without a lifeguard.
It's 2 feet deep, lady. What are you doing here?
You can relax. You're safe now. Your lifeguard is here.
Okay.
You ever been that relaxed?
Dude, only when there's a lifeguard in my bathroom.
How often does that happen?
Get out of the water. There's a shark.
What? A shark?
Get out of the water.
Shark?
There's a shark in the water.
Wait a minute. There's no shark in the bathtub.
Aren't you glad you had a lifeguard here to save you?
Guess.
Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute. You should go. There's no need for you to be here.
This
I
doesn't
think
really
I
feel
should
right. I
stay,
feel
and I
like this
think we
is a
should have
brain dead guy
sex.
she's trying to hook up with.
Oh my god, you might be right.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Do you think he's lacking consent in this
This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub.
feminist environment?
What kind of spin is that?
How did he spin it?
Where the fuck is the mouse?
Not in this climate. I'm not rehashing
Oh my
that
God.
kind of
Okay,
rhetoric.
I got it.
That is
I
dangerous
got it.
to travel.
Well, that was quite something. Have you seen? Do you know that James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy, newly rehired director of Guardians of the Galaxy, because the world is a good place, sometimes, used to make these like fake, like porn setup videos like that, and it was just like, you know, it'd be like a mechanic, and he'd like actually want to help the person, and they'd want to bang him, and he'd be all like no, like what are you talking about? Like, no, I just fixed it. It's fine. Like, and it's.
I feel like I saw a porn parody like that with Sasha Grey, so you thought it was gonna start like a porno.
Those are them.
The porn stars there.
James Gunn made those.
Oh, that's dope.
Jesus.
Shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah. So, yeah,
But did it let you down at the same time, Christian?
No, dude, Sasha Grey's beautiful.
I'm not really sure what that means.
Okay. I have a video that I brought to show and tell. Do you guys want to see it?
Yes.
So this is there's a company in Australia called Lime Scooters, and they're like you ever see those public transportation scooters like Uptown?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like that. You can like
Around
rent it for like
university.
the
And it
afternoon
just
or
stops
whatever.
randomly, like it has like a timer.
Yeah.
People just, like,
And you
leave them
can't
on
just
the
pick it
streets.
up. That's
Yeah.
not. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not possible.
Yes, those exact same scooters. So in Australia, I guess the firmware wasn't like that secure, and somebody managed to hack into them. And there's like audio prompts that the scooter makes, like while you're using it, and somebody fucked with all the audio files of like those prompts and replaced them with their own dialogue. So you guys want to hear that fresh shit?
Yeah, let's check it
Yes.
out.
All right.
Please come back, please. No.
What?
It's dubbed over with like
That's
a
pretty
fresh off
Australian.
the boat
Jeez.
Asian accent.
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah, someone's fucking hacked it or something and added some weird audio to it. That's not like culturally appropriate.
What the fuck did he just say? That's not my culturally appropriate?
Yeah, I
Not
think that's
like
what he let
culturally
slip.
appropriate.
Well, that's not as funny.
Here we go, round 2, I think.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, but if you're going to ride my ass, then please pull my hair, okay?
Oh my.
That's horrible. That's so funny though.
Could you
What an
imagine
asshole.
hopping on a little Asian scooter like that?
Jesus Christ.
They're all Asian made.
They all just like spreads out. Imagine like someone just planted that in the city where it's like the same kind of like speech is like doing that in like the entire city with everybody's scooter.
No, it's kind of like that because there was like probably a dozen other videos that had all the same audio clips on it, but like different people using the scooters. So like I don't know if those scooters get like wirelessly updated or if some dude had to like manually run through to every single scooter like that and like physically like hook something up to it to set it up like that.
Scoots reproduce.
Scoots reproduce.
Scoots reproduce.
Scooters.
Is that what they taught you?
That's just what everybody knows.
What is a scoot?
Scooter.
Dude.
So if one gets hacked and they reproduce, then the other one's born will also be hacked.
Yeah, that makes
okay.
total sense.
Scoots reproduce.
Scoots reproduce.
So we normally record this shit live for like 8 of you fucking people out there.
Yep. But we changed the game
Actually,
because
lately it's been
we
6.
care about
The quality of content that we're releasing for you guys.
Yeah, dude, we want it to all look real good and sound real good and be funnier than it could be.
And that's
when
why
we
Adam's
shoot
here to
live.
fucking monitor us.
Yep.
Because we're just a bunch of...
He's a regulator.
Tighten it up.
Oops.
Thanks, man.
Just like your O's, dude.
Is he our director? Is
No.
he our producer?
Who?
Just-
Hey, Evan. Evan's behind the camera, by the way.
Tight.
Yo, what's up, dude?
I'm here to squeeze the
Hey, dude.
cream out of you guys.
The cream of the crop rising
gotta
to the top
What are you
Gotta tighten you until I squeeze out the cream. Have you seen that fucking
Yikes,
video?
Dude.
with
Yikes.
Macho Man Randy
Yes.
Savage? Yeah, of
Doing
course.
doing
And he's pulling
doing
dozens
close up
of creamers out of his
Yeah.
everywhere.
doing close up sleight of hand magic with creamers that he
Yeah.
got from the snack bar in the stadium.
Yeah, shit's pretty ridiculous.
Rise to the top, cream. Gonna pull it out of your ear this time, the cream.
Doesn't he like have to hand some to the interviewer?
He like
to
he
make room
bounces
to-
one on his head at one point. And it falls off.
Hey, did you guys see
Chris Angel?
Nardwuar interviewed Lil Uzi Vert again?
Did he run away again?
Yeah.
Playing
Oh my
footsie.
god!
Pardon me, boss.
The interview was even shorter this time too. I think Nardwuar got about a minute in, and then Lil Uzi runs
And then
away.
his breath scared everybody away.
Yeah, maybe that's what does it. So Nardwuar like chased him down, but this time he wasn't able to get like close to Uzi's like little like Escalade convoy. One of his bodyguards stopped him, and like Nardwar's, it must have been like his manager or something.
Is he like trying to doot-doodle-loot-do him?
Yeah. He's like, we
Okay.
just need the doot do. We just need the doot do.
Oh my
And the security
God.
guard's like, no, you're not gonna get through. You're not gonna get through. And
not
like
gonna get
some
the doot-do.
authoritative figure is like, do you know who this is? Like, we had it set up so he could get this interview and stuff. They're like, this is Nardwuar, and the security guard just goes, yeah, I know his crazy ass. I thought that was so fucking funny.
That is
That just led me to
amazing.
believe that like Uzi's team is probably briefed on like Nardwuar encounters.
I know it's
They
crazy.
probably know like his crew or like probably Nardwuar has his own entourage or something.
Oh, for
that
sure.
like probably dresses just like him
Well,
or
I think
something
he
like
at
that.
least
Or maybe
has
they're
two-
very unassuming. I don't know.
He at least has 2 cameramen with him. I always see 2 in his videos, and there's always like some woman like hanging out with them as well. So if not a large entourage, there is at least people that are strolling
Bless.
around with him.
Interesting.
So yeah, I just thought that was funny. So
That is funny.
I guess Lil Uzi's
I know
in
it's
on his
crazy
own meme that
ass.
he created.
Do you know what's even funnier? Lil Xan speaking.
How are there so many Lils?
There's too many
There's-
Lils.
I thought it was done with Bow Wow, Wayne, and
Oh, man.
wait.
Influence the new wave.
Hold on. There's three from that era. That Wayne,
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow, John.
Lil Eminem.
John.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are the 3.
John.
Those are the only 3 to me.
Embarrassing.
Wayne, Bow Wow, and John.
Unless there are some OG ones that I don't know about because I don't know shit.
Lil
Yeah,
Pimp
it's kind of
Squirts.
strange.
I will
like,
allow them as well.
you had the originators of the Lil, and you had just accepted that, like it was fine. And then you had all the people like jocking that style, and nobody accepted that and thought it was weird. And then there was a resurgence with like young kids, like 16, 17, 18-year-old kids coming forward as Lils, and everybody accepted it again. And now we're going back into a period of Lil recession,
Yo.
where nobody wants to hear that like prefix on an artist's name.
It's like plurals in metalcore.
Yes,
like
exactly.
10 years ago. Yeah, the
There's
plural
There's like
thing.
a there's like
so many
an
plurals,
artist
and only a few
name
survived.
stock market, and it climbs and dives.
Interesting. It's like in the 60s or whatever. It was the blanks.
Yeah,
The blanks,
the
yeah.
anything, yeah,
Yeah, the
blanks.
anything.
or something and the something.
Yeah, that was an old school like
Yeah.
band leadery type.
I think
Yeah.
that one's coming
Thing.
back around.
Something
Yeah.
and the
Oh, yeah,
somethings.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. I see. Like,
Some 41 and the Undings.
And the
Right?
oh, is that their original band name?
Yeah.
Greta and the Fleet.
Greta and the Fleet.
Did you know that band is named after a high school music teacher?
Wow, Leonard Skinnerdy enough.
Oh, is
He's
that?
named after a gym teacher.
Oh, really?
Who he would always give them shit for having long hair, and so they spelled his name wrong as their band name.
Nice.
His name was Leonard Skinner.
Do you guys
What
think
a way just to
it's
say,
kind of
"Fuck
funny
you."
how band names, when you're just starting out, like it sounds so mundane and almost means nothing, but then like as you gain notoriety, the band name takes on like its own form. I was thinking about
Like
this.
the Boning Zone,
Is that a band?
my band.
Like,
Fuck your
like
band.
like the derailing meaningful conversation zone.
I was
That is the joke that I was looking for.
I was driving around the other day and I was just thinking how stupid the Red Hot Chili Peppers name is in like theory.
Yeah.
And like the first time they like put that on a poster, and I feel like I would have just looked at it and felt kind of strange about the whole thing.
Yeah.
But now it's like totally taken on this new form where like it's weird to see those words broken up and not like run in the same sentence.
Yeah, people like build up a mythology about it and then share it with other people. It's like, you have to hear this for this reason because it means this to me, because it means this to these other people I know, and it just like is this connective sort of like, doesn't matter what it's called, it's just this thing, and you kind of share the
name gets like ripped into the ether and it becomes its
Speaking
own
of
thing.
getting ripped into the ether, how about last night?
Yeah, that was a fun show.
What happened last night, fellas?
I didn't do any ether
I got
last night.
ripped into the ether.
Yeah, this guy did.
Who's doing ether?
What
Hunter S. Thompson?
Dude, you left it in the car, and then I hit it out.
I don't even know what that looks like. I know, like in Pokemon, it's unclear what it is when you get an ether.
Yeah.
And that's all I know it is as.
Dude, you know.
Or the aether.
I always thought it was like
aether. Aether.
Isn't that shit that people put in like? Oh wait, no, that's
Vehicles?
chloroform or chloroform.
Chloroform.
Do you know that
I love
foams up your
chloroform.
brain. It makes you pass
Do you know
out.
that chloroform takes as long as it pretty much takes to just strangle someone or suffocate them normally?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I've
really?
moved
Like,
on
it
to
just
strangling.
really,
Oh, so it's
it just
actually-
helps like keep
Oh, it's just
them out or
aromatic.
something.
It just adds to the experience for the
Basically,
victim.
yeah. It's like, oh, this
Wow,
really,
this smells awful.
yeah, wow, this really smells like I'm gonna die. It really adds to the atmosphere. You know,
This is such a believable
really,
murder.
really sets the mood.
That's fucking hilarious.
Presentation is everything.
Yeah, so you dudes were out at the boathouse playing a little show.
Yeah.
One of the opening bands for Ruby's Revenge.
Ruby's Revenge.
Pretty good band. Pretty good.
Opening act was Pay No Mind. They were like a what were they? Like a three-piece band?
Trifecta.
Yeah. And it was like two guitars or a guitar bass and like a percussion
Bongo.
percussion section, I guess.
What was she banging on?
Played some covers
Some
and shit.
sort of
It was cool.
like a djembe, I think maybe.
Yeah.
What's a djembe?
It's like a large drum. That was supposed to be like an Australian accent, but it came out wrong. Anyway,
I'm with you.
anyway, so yeah, it's a drum made of wood. It's got a skin on top, sort of perhaps an animal hide or simulation animal hide, and it's got things to secure the skin to the drum so that when you hit it, it makes sounds. And if you hit it rhythmically, you can make music.
It goes jumba,
Whoa.
jumba, jumba.
Did we just get a
jumba,
history
jumba.
on drums?
Yeah. Or basically
That's
music
what
in
a drum
general.
is.
Yeah. It's pretty much
Welcome to Earth.
yeah.
Thanks.
Good morning.
Population us.
So did you guys have fun at the show?
Yeah, it was cool.
Fuck
We
yeah.
rocked some new wear on stage.
Oh.
Yeah, rocked some high vis.
Yeah, mate. High vis.
Yeah.
That's a great video. Drugs at work.
Wait, why do you call it high vis?
It's high visibility.
High visibility. Like those shirts.
Your shirts are lime green?
Yeah.
High vis.
With
For
like
the- for
with
the
like
evening,
the
son.
lighting stripes. But no, so Sean Flanagan, shout out to Sean Flanagan.
Have these been washed?
Fuck yeah,
No.
Sean Flan.
We just played the show yesterday, man.
Oh yeah, true. Might as well just.
High vis
What am I
merch.
fucking saying,
I guess courtesy of his work, they just tossed him a ton of these shirts. He's got like a bunch.
Okay.
And he just tossed Evan, Adam, and I each one, and the tags were still on them. And he's like, "Yeah, just go rock this on stage." I'm like, "That's awesome."
Oh, it's for you guys to wear?
Yeah, on stage. But
Oh,
Adam
when
ended
you're
up
saying
wearing
merch, I thought you were selling people
Yeah, I said
Conestoga
merch. I said
electric
merch. Oh,
fucking
Jesus.
shirts, and I'm like, is that even legal?
No.
I said merch, and I meant to just say we
Oh,
just
that's
rocked
okay.
some wear.
Okay, I'm glad
This
we
is
cleared that up.
self-image.
Some apparel that we wore.
That's sick,
costume.
actually.
But I wore a there
you
was like
think
a
it-
high vis vest, and I
Yeah.
wore a Barbie like women's workout shirt underneath. And
Do
it
you,
said-
do you
had
think
a
it
pink
made you guys
convertible.
more appealing or less appealing?
I don't think we could have been less appealing.
I don't think
Any more or less
Yeah.
appealing.
Do you guys rank that kind of stuff? Do you like think about each little thing you're gonna do on stage and go, "No, we shouldn't do that because
No,
that will lose us 1 point," or "Yeah, we
Dude,
should
what
do that"?
you did before you
Not
started the
really.
show,
That's a good way to look at it, though.
you
That
were
would
playing
be
like all
smart.
these fucking happy tunes on your guitar.
Oh
It
yeah,
felt like
when
you were
Evan
just
and I were,
teasing the
were
shit out of
we
the
were doing
fucking
like
audience.
elevator like
yeah, because
progressions
I
and shit.
And
I
all
had
the
to go
old
to
people
the
were just
car
like, yeah.
twice to get my clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Because I went to the fucking car, so they parked in this at this apartment building or whatever. So we go I go over there with the keys to Evan's car because that's where my backpack was. And then I
With
go
the
there,
ether.
and it's like, there's my backpack in Ian's car. Sweet. So I go back and get Ian's keys, and then go all the way back. And it's not very far one time, but it's pretty far twice when you're like,
Yeah. I'm sorry.
like we gotta play soon. I gotta get back there quick. And so, I wasn't too hectic. I was singing some Tesseract, trying to vibe out a little bit before the set, get kind of mellow. So anyway, true story.
Yeah.
So
Big if true.
yeah, big if true. Always tremendously big and tremendously wet.
Hey, did you guys see who's coming to Elements in the summer?
No.
Yeah. Between the Buried and
Prozac.
Me,
Uh-huh.
the Contortionist,
Yes,
Nick Johnston.
Nick Johnston.
Yeah,
Elements is
dude.
fucking still open.
Let's go. When?
Yeah, it's like July. Oh yeah, July 9th.
How
guys
much
wanna
are
go?
tickets?
It's gonna be a doozy.
I am so down. I'm seeing Alexis on July 15th.
Oh, cool. Are you excited for that?
Yes.
Alexis, Texas?
Did
Yes.
you listen to
Interesting.
what's their new song called? New Drugs or
new-
Same Drugs? New Drugs.
New drugs.
Yeah, that's
It's really good.
You like it?
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like it.
Is that the one that we
I
listened to?
hated it.
You hated it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I dug it. Well, fair enough,
What were the redeeming qualities for you?
It was fresh, It was like, because I could tell it was made up of the same elements, but like the songwriting style was kind of new and interesting.
I agree, but I hated it.
Yeah.
For
fair
that,
enough.
It just-
almost that reason. I feel like it was fresh, but it wasn't the kind of fresh that I needed from Alexis on Fire to make them relevant. In my
What did
own
you
mind.
need from them?
Yeah. What were you What were you hoping for? I guess.
The
I
fuck did
kind
you
of wanted
want,
them
dude?
to push like the screamo thrash envelope a little
been
bit
done,
farther,
dude. It's been
and
done.
take a genre that's kind of like, I don't know if I can even say it's on the back burner or if it's fucking dead, and just take it to like a new height and inspire some young folks like they did back in the day.
How do you know this music
yeah.
isn't inspiring young folks?
Yeah.
Huh?
Maybe it
Well,
doesn't
I
inspire
haven't
you.
heard any goddamn buzz.
You don't
Well,
talk to
You know what?
children, dude.
They were on what Alan Cross
Yeah.
show, and they did
yeah, that was-
that.
In a similar vein, then, what do you think of the new Under Oath? If you've heard it,
I haven't listened to it.
Did you watch the documentary?
After watching the
No.
kind
It's pretty sick.
Nice,
after
I
watching
can
the
see it. I love
documentary, it made me want to listen to the album, and then I listened to it, and I kind of wish I didn't.
Oh,
You don't like it?
I don't know. The drums are impressive and shit, but
what
I
is it?
I feel weird when bands make this comeback, like, well, we're fucking drug free, la di da, life is good, life is great.
they're also religion free, which is interesting.
It's about goddamn time.
Well,
Which
then there you
I
go.
kinda
Maybe
like that,
that's
'cause, like,
maybe
they-
that's-
They've been
bailed.
a Christian band since their fruition, correct?
Yeah. And then so they broke up for a while, and they lost their only like founding member, who's the drummer who sang and stuff, Aaron Gillespie.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
so
okay.
so they
He's
had
back
an
on
album,
the
so they had an
scene.
album without him.
Oh.
And then that was like 2000.
Is that when he went to go do the
or
Almost?
8. He was doing the Almost for a little bit during
Hissing
that.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn son. Actually, no, that wasn't fucking 2007 or 8. That was like 2010
20
or 11.
22.
2010, because this is their first album in 9 years. And yeah, so he's back for the new album, and yeah, it's really different. It's very it's poppier and more electronic in a lot of ways. And yeah, they're like, yeah, they bailed on the Christian label, and they're like, fuck Christian music, kind of fuck Christianity to a certain extent.
Yeah,
and
that's what I've been
You see
preaching.
their fucking
so
Satan
it's-
worshiper.
Yo,
Jesus
because I used to.
Christ.
They
If
were
I
my
wasn't
favorite
so
band.
lazy, I
working
would
with.
be a proclaimed Satanist.
Fuck
But
yeah.
I don't want to make the trip to the church.
That makes sense. But the thing about Under Oath is that they were so rad that I was like peak edgy atheist, and they were my favorite fucking band. And I was like, you know what? It's fine, because their singer would say on stage like, you know what? It's a thing that helped me. If it doesn't help you, more power to you. Like
What
I
did it
just
help 'em
offer.
with?
I just addiction and stuff like that. Apparently.
Yeah, I never thought
so-
like their religious undertones were like that overwhelming in
On the
their
early
music.
stuff it is, but like
Yeah.
they eventually they chilled out by the time that it would have been the stuff coming out that we would have gotten into.
Yeah, I
The
think
drummer
like
is a beast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In the documentary, it is fucking crazy to watch him.
he's a
Yeah.
monster.
Just like coming up with random like beats, like oh,
And
that's
it's
just
just like
doing it,
all
and he
so
just
on
keeps
point.
doing it,
It's
like with the
fucking
same amount of
crazy.
energy. The velocities
the
are
shit
so
out of the
hard.
drums,
Yeah,
too.
it's
Oh, but he's like
insane.
reactionary to it. Like he knows
Yeah.
when he's come up with something that's.
Yeah, he
awesome.
holds up the
And he
camera. He's like,
sings-
keep it
he
going,
sings when he
keep it
plays
going.
drums,
He's
which
just,
is always
like,
the most impressive
hyper-focused.
thing to me.
Oh, that's interesting.
He's such a
I'm
good
always
singer.
super impressed by like stream of consciousness playing in musicians, where like be it if you're playing guitar or drums or like any horn instrument or whatever the fuck is out there, and you kind of just like go off on like a little melodic tangent, and it morphs into something that's just so like grand, and like you gotta like grab that thread and like just follow it to wherever it goes.
There's a lot of cool bands that would like allow for that live, where they'd be like, this is the song structure, like we have these parts where we all do the thing on the album, but like they'll be like everyone, like maybe this is the 16 bars where like this guy gets like a solo or whatever. Like King Crimson did a lot of shit like that, and Frank Zappa and stuff like that, where they would just stuff like that, and and I break six like crazy.
I've been learning about like quite a few bands. Like I didn't know that it was so popular to have like improvisation going on stage with like so many. They're maybe not like the world's biggest bands, but like some guy, like some little smaller fish in the pond, where yeah, they'll go up and they know the structure of the song, but it's kind of just like a free for all. And if you like hear somebody shredding a fucking solo, like don't step on their toes, like let them finish it up, and then like somebody else can get into like a little bit of a tangent. I think it's like such a cool way,
Yeah.
and it's so risky to do that live. Like I don't know what kind of
you ever watch
confidence you must
G3 or
have.
anything like that?
No,
you know what
I don't
G3
think
is?
so.
It's I think Joe Satriani organized it, and he used to do this. Well, I think he still does these runs. But he'll organize these tours where he plays with all these virtuoso guitarists. So like some notable like tours was like one with like John Petrucci and like Steve Vai, and then like Joe Satch, and then like Billy Sheehan on bass and shit. And
Billy
then
Sheehan.
they just do this set where they play each other's songs, and they do that soloing trade-off like stream of consciousness thing. And they're all just kind of like riffing on it, but they're all like trading off so cohesively. And then they'll do like that, that climax moment where they all do a solo at the same time, and they're all just kind of wailing. And then
It's
Yeah,
cool
it's
because
cool.
like that always when you're jamming with other musicians, like that's kind of the starting point of the music, but then you kind of come to like this comfortable ground where it's not so much free flow organic jamming as it is like you know what everybody's capable of, so you kind of play it a little safe and like right for each member. And it's cool to know that like once you reach like god tier status musician, that some of these artists are like breaking back out into like the more jazzy, freaky kind of music structures.
Fuck yeah.
yeah, I'm digging it.
Cool thing about G3 is Tosin Abasi goes on those tours.
Yeah.
nice.
It was like a
Generation
different
Axe.
Generation
Yeah.
Axe, where it was like Steve Vai, Zach Wilde, Nuno Betancourt from Extreme. Who else was there? Well, Tosin was there. I'm trying to think of somebody else, but
Just a packed fucking house.
no, it wasn't Joe Satriani. Yeah, it was crazy. Maybe not Guthrie.
You're
I don't know.
John Petrucci, Ingwe Malmsteen.
Have you guys
That's
ever been to like a concert or a show where there was like so many, maybe not your idols, but like so many great musicians just packed into one venue where like the weight of like the event that you're at is more than what it actually is, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
Definitely. It
like
was one that
that,
ended in a similar freeform guitar thing.
Yeah.
Is that the one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Talk about it.
No, you talking about. I'm gonna
What?
fuck up the lineup.
I'll fucking
Well, no,
talk about it.
I still have an autographed ticket of it on my dresser.
I might be
Please
fucking
tell
a
me
Spill
about
the
it.
fucking
Please.
beans,
Yeah.
dude.
So-
Spill the beans.
So Intervals was headlining, and then before them was
Pliny?
Jason. No.
Who's-
Oh, that show. That show is sick.
Yeah.
See, no, I was okay. Different show. Both, but okay. This
You can
show,
tell me
though-
about both.
Okay.
So I'll talk about this when you talk about that one. Then
Sure.
cool. So, so this one, yeah. So Intervals was headlining, and then Jason Richardson and Luke Holland were before him, and then like Nick Johnston before that, and Night Verses, I think. And so it was just all instrumental
Yeah, Night
and all
Verses, yeah.
shredly and crazy. And at the very end they had like this guitar gasm where they had like each of the guitarists kind of up there, and a couple other random
like Nathan was
shredly
playing that
dudes.
show.
Cool.
Yeah.
So him and Jacob Umansky were on bass and drums for the last little jam thing, and yeah, it was just like this trade-off thing where they each get like 16 bars and then 8 bars and then 4 and then like 2 and then 1 and then like
Then they all do like a
the
big
climaxes.
Yeah.
And but at that show was fucking James LeBrie from Dream Theater
the vocalist
walking
of
around
Dream
with his
Theater.
son.
Okay.
And he had his hood up and he was coming up the stairs and I was like, "Are you fucking James LeBrie?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I like shook his hand and I was like,
Dude,
"How's it going?"
that's crazy.
And I was like, "No way." And he kind of looked at his son and he went, "Yeah." And he went, "Yeah." And then like just to kind of like probably to like kind of embarrass his son a bit and to make a fan happy. I was just like, "Wow, this is so neat." And so when we were watching, the guitar gasms throughout the show. By the way, the tendinitis video by Jason Richardson was shot at. Some of it was shot at that show, the Opera House footage. Anyway, we were looking up at the balcony, and there was James LeBrie up there, and like the guitarist from Protest, Luke, was up there.
Yeah.
And other cool folks.
Yeah, it was cool.
Super neat.
That's definitely a better story than what I was going to tell, so I'm
No,
just going
yours
to
is-
say that.
The show you were about to talk about is fucking sick, though.
It was, Intervals Plenty
And
Animals as Leaders. It was a really good show, but
You did not sell that.
it was really good lineup, but
I think the
is
names
that the one
alone
that I
just
saw?
sell it.
it was just
just the fact that the two opening bands were
that
the same
2016?
members, but two bands.
Oh yeah,
music.
that was cool. Yeah, I forgot about
Is that
that.
2016? 2017?
20.
Time has no meaning.
That is
True.
true. That is so true, dude.
Time is
And
flat.
you know what's even worse?
It has a lot
When
of
you
meaning,
get
just
high on Adam's weed and your fucking life goes down the drain.
Is this what happened
Not us,
yesterday?
man.
Blaming me?
Is this what happened yesterday?
Dude, it was the ether. Yeah, I smoked some of your ether and
You smoke it out of your crack bubbler?
My weed
We
thing?
actually did.
Your
Yes.
penis crack bubbler?
You know what,
penis.
Christian?
Hitting the Pen 15.
did
You in the
smoke it
Pen
out of my
15
penis,
club,
dude.
bro?
Yeah.
You in the Pen 15 club?
Okay, so what
Oh,
happened?
Man, I can't believe I fell
packed
for
the
that
bowl.
fucking joke in elementary school.
I
packed
can't
the
believe
bowl.
you fell for it a few days ago, bro.
For
That
the
was
penis?
ridiculous.
What?
You let me write it on your inner thigh, remember?
I do remember that. That was pretty weird.
Well, it was weird that you fell for it.
Oh my god.
Even
I want to hear
weirder
about this,
that we're
Patrick.
speaking
You hit the
about it.
bowl. You hit the bowl.
I hit the bowl and,
And
then
then-
I got
And you ate
tunnel
it?
vision and I'm just like,
It went
Jesus Christ, my mental game is shot. I got into the fucking venue and I was examining all the people.
Well, that's just
As
normal.
one does.
Giving them ocular pat downs.
Exactly.
Keeping everyone safe.
Emphasis on the pat. And I started to
I
feel
see those
very
side blades. Sir.
I started to feel very uncomfortable with all these old people.
Oh, there was lots of old people.
Yeah, I think
Oh, yeah. That was an interesting part is, well...
no,
wait.
go ahead. Let's fucking talk about it, my friend.
All right. So, Evan and I have played many shows over the years, probably more shows than not.
8 or 9?
Okay, so we've played what, like maybe 15 shows as Danger Liker? Roughly, ballpark, less than 20. Right?
Yes.
So,
sure.
Evan and I would...
What were you going to go for? Why are you going... I
was gonna say 17.
I was
I was
saying 17 or
17.
17 and a half.
I would say that growing up, Evan and I have played slightly more than that of shows where it's people just trying to eat, like
Yeah.
or people who
I
ju-
bitch about
or-
those bands all the time.
Yeah, or people who just watched like their 7-year-old play violin or something.
Yeah, right.
And then it's just like us doing
Shout
some
out to
fucking
Cheeseman.
shit
Yeah.
that does not belong. That just kind of wrecks everyone's vibe and makes everyone have to go like this for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh, that's
so that
horrible.
was kind of yesterday.
Really?
People were nice enough, but I just feel bad. It's just like I wish we could
Was it just a
switch
such-
gears and just be like, you know what? Let's just play a light rock set.
Yeah,
Well,
was it just
we don't
a
have we
Ian
don't
brought
have
them
any
in with
light
some
rock
light music.
Was it just a mismatch of like genre artists
It was
in
might have
there?
been.
Or?
I know,
feel like
they-
those bands
they dug
were
us, they
meant
had us
for,
out. It was cool.
for weddings and chicks. They had business cards and they were
They were
like,
much
on
more
every fucking-
professional.
Right. Well,
us.
you guys are playing
But
metal.
it's a
and
different
what are
kind
they
of
playing?
But it's a
Like-
different
like
kind
rock.
of professional.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like, it was like
like
one-
dad rock or like hard rock?
It was
Just-
like it was like
just
some
rock.
well,
Skeleton
one was
rock.
like covers. It was like
Comment.
yeah,
Skeleton
covers
rock?
and stuff like that.
What songs are they
Skeleton
covering?
There's no
I don't know.
xylophone.
What songs were they covering?
Like Journey and shit.
They covered it all, dude.
Covered all the bases.
All the bases.
Okay,
they
so you
were
guys
all
didn't
loaded.
fit in at all, is what I'm gathering.
I guess so.
I thought
it was
it was
just
fun.
like
I thought it was fun.
I'm
No,
not
we-
saying
I
it
would say,
wasn't
I would say
fun.
if you were to like listen to the bands beforehand, you'd be like, okay, but like just like the vibe of just people who are just in there wearing nice clothes, eating food. I just felt so bad screaming at them.
Check your EPKs
Strange.
next time.
Was it early?
Yeah.
Was the show early?
Nope.
No,
It was pretty
We
late.
played at like 10:15.
Yeah, I was surprised about like how late we play. I thought we were gonna play at like. I thought they said we were playing at 9.
No, the show starts at 9.
Oh.
And then we were gonna be on like 10ish, 10:15ish.
Like that.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
kind of funny because there's been a few times where Lauren and I have walked down to the boathouse to like go grab a bite to eat, and it's like 8 o'clock on a Friday or something, and they'll like put this chalk sign like out front, and it's like metal bands playing live now, and I'm like, oh shit, I just wanted a burger. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go back home. But I imagine that there's people who get trapped where they're like, but I'm hungry, so
Yeah,
they go in to
fuck.
like eat, and they're like, I'm putting up with this band
Yo,
being here.
I felt so bad for anyone whose food came right at the start of our set. Like, oh fuck! Like,
Damn.
I paid like $40 for this. Like,
That's hilarious.
Jesus Christ!
Dude,
So Evan
Well,
ordered a steak.
That's with drinks. $40 would be with drinks, multiple drinks.
It adds up pretty damn quick.
It's true.
Entree, 2-3 drinks.
You
That's
got a
$40
few
bucks
apps
right
floating
there.
around.
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Couple skins, if you know what I mean. Couple
Oh,
potato
a few
skins.
skins. Ooh. Snip, snip.
Well, that's cool.
I
Did
don't
you
know how
guys-
any of you function when you smoke. I took one fucking bowl. Now it's just done.
Years of practice.
Getting on stage
Yeah.
and just fucking fixing the bass drum microphone freaked me the fuck out.
Why are you
Dude,
even toking
I was,
then, dude?
I was like fucking panicking when
So,
I was going
yeah.
on stage. It was retarded.
Yeah, his kick drum mic went loose.
That's
so
not
BK
good.
goes up there, and I didn't even know who it was at first because
You
some
know
guy in the hood just comes up,
yeah,
and then it just
the
like fixes the
mysterious
drum. I'm like,
roadie.
oh, it's
Yeah, that
BK.
freaked me out. It was like
Yeah.
there's a shadow being approaching me.
Yo, dude,
and,
that's why I wore the sweater.
I knew it was him.
Yeah, honestly,
I knew it was
who's
him.
the?
I wasn't alive.
Is there even anybody else we
That's
know
the
that
Evan
just
mic.
perpetually is wearing a ball cap and a hoodie, no matter what the weather's like?
Do
This
you want
guy.
to know what's funny? That the weather just started changing, Christian, dude.
Fucking suddenly 30 today. It's cold out.
I'll
the
take
past
it.
couple days.
I
what the
love
heck?
this.
It's pretty dope. But it made me realize that like I'm more comfortable wearing my coat just because I have a very young, deep-seated, and previously unacknowledged fixation with the Matrix.
Okay.
I was big, I was big
What
into
did
the
you just
Matrix
say
when
to
my
me?
brain was developing, and so now I'm just like, I don't care how hot it is. I like this coat. I don't like this.
Oh, dude, that's ridiculous.
It's fucking stupid. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna keep it up much longer. But today I was like, I don't care. I'm wearing it.
What do you mean much longer?
Yeah.
How,
Like,
how
you're
much longer?
26
Well, I'm
years
going-
old.
I'm going home in the next
so
few.
he
I'm
says.
staying at my gal pal's the next few days. I'll leave the coat at home next time I go home.
Show it to Erica.
What if this is the time that you move out and you never end up back home? And this is just like a long-winded excuse of why you're always going to wear the coat now.
I wish I had enough of my shit together to just.
I literally did that. I called my mom one afternoon. I'm like, I'm moving out today. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come home
Jeez.
from work and just move out. And
That's
she's
gonna
like,
move out.
That's
shouldn't we
rough.
talk about this? I'm like, no, I'm good.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
dude.
No, I'm out. What do you mean?
Yeah, I was like, I'm ready today. I woke up that morning and I'm like, hey, Lauren, is it cool if I move in with you? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Come on in.
Well,
Pretty
even
interesting,
surprised her. She didn't think I was going to move out that quick either. And I just showed up with a car full of bullshit. And I'm like, all right, I moved out now.
How much of that bullshit do you still have?
It wasn't a lot of bullshit. I brought like
It was a car full.
a small car full. It was like maybe an acoustic guitar, a fucking bag full of clothes, and a laundry hamper.
Are you
Is that when
driving
you
a
sold me your
Datsun?
PS4?
No, I sold you that like way later. I had mostly just converted to like PC gaming.
I see.
Maybe when did I sell that to you? 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
I think it was
Time is an
4, maybe. True, we already discussed that.
Yeah, I couldn't handle the console life anymore. It's too expensive.
PCs are consoles.
I hate you.
Someone get back on the console.
You guys want to hear something
people
funny?
Who
Yeah.
watched the original Dawn of the Dead a lot. will
This
get
isn't
that
a
reference.
beach. This is a bathtub.
So, two U.S. Navy fighter pilots drew a giant penis in the sky in 2017, and official military like documentation has been released regarding this incident because it accidentally went from like just a stupid drill where these guys were dicking around to the blinking red light was going in the White House and like Secretary of Defense was getting a call saying there was a threatening penis in the sky. So I have the flight transcripts here if you guys want me to go through.
Is it
this.
basically from like Austin Powers 2 or whatever?
It might as well be. It's fucking ridiculous. Here I go.
It looks like someone's Johnson.
You should totally try to draw a penis. That's what the first pilot said. I could definitely draw one. That would be totally
Wait,
easy.
should Ian be pilot 2 and you be
Yeah, do you
pilot
wanna
1?
Oh
pass this back
yeah,
and forth?
little voice acting.
Okay.
Let's get into this,
So
guys.
is each paragraph?
Yeah, I think it just kind of go.
If you get
kinda
third
goes
characters,
back and
pass
forth.
it over this way.
Hell yeah.
Do you want me to start
Yeah,
again?
you'll be the first one.
Okay. You should totally try it. Fuck.
You want to try that again?
It's Eric Estrada.
Try it out.
Is that Eric Estrada?
You should try to draw a dick in the sky.
Look, it's Eric Estrada's dick in the sky.
All right. And go.
Do it again.
Wait, I just
What?
read
He
it.
nailed it.
What you said? You didn't say that. You said
This is a learning experience for all of us.
paraphrased it. How was I supposed to know? We're doing direct quoting.
Dude,
Okay,
if you're
you're
doing
right.
direct quoting,
You're right.
you read
Okay,
the
okay.
fucking
Call the
quote,
scene.
dude.
Call the
You
scene.
fuck to it.
Tighten it up, or else
Call
somebody's
the
the
scene.
idea.
Wait.
Wait, I can't
Yeah,
see the
dude.
text.
I'm glad somebody will do it.
You should totally try to draw a penis.
I could definitely draw one. That would be easy. I could basically draw a figure 8 and turn around and come back. I'm going to go down, grab some speed, and hopefully get out of the contrail layer so they're not connected to each other.
Balls are going to be a little lopsided.
Balls are complete. I just got to navigate a little bit over here for the shaft.
Which way is the shaft going?
The shaft will go to the left. Yeah, these are walkie-talkies now.
It's going to be a wide shaft.
I don't want to make it just like 3 balls.
Let's do it. Oh, the head of that penis is going to be thick. That's
Wow,
a
you
Are
guys-
there pictures of the penis?
Yeah.
There's gotta be
Here,
satellite
I'll pass
images.
it around.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pass it around.
I want to
Pictures
see
of the,
this.
you got
dick.
pictures of the sky penis? That's so neat.
Sky penis.
Send that around
Oh
to
my
everybody
God.
to see. It
Hopefully-
is a thick ass shaft.
I really hope
so
this.
big.
I really
three
hope this
balls,
didn't
dude?
happen over an uncontacted tribe.
Oh my god.
Start worshiping this shape they saw in the
What's the
sky.
fucking mess going on in the middle?
These metal birds.
Are you
came
really
and
gonna
drew us
critique
this
trying to
symbol.
fly a
would
fucking
be
jet?
fucking-
You got it.
Yeah.
Guys wearing these like
Have you
weird
seen-
hats.
Because there's like footage of like fucking I've seen footage of helicopters coming down and like and like
you
accidentally
fucking nailed
startling
it.
these tribes who've never seen anything like that and fucking their whole lives up.
Yeah, they'll start drawing
Cargo
it on
cults
the...
and shit. Have you heard of that? That's crazy. That's
Oh
sick.
yeah, I have heard
That-
of
Where
it.
like in like
There's even
World
more
War
to
II.
this if you guys want to hear about
No
it.
way. Are they getting
Those
fucking
penises
arrested?
weren't.
So
They're not drawn by
Court
professionals.
martial.
no, they're not. They're being just kind of like let off with like a slap on the wrist or whatever.
Throw the book at 'em.
But
Slap on the dick, son.
their like direct superior basically said since these guys demonstrated the precision to draw a giant penis in the air in a jet that's traveling at like fucking Mach 1,
It was a weak demonstration.
he was like, they're some of the best damn pilots I know.
No way. That's
Swear
the
to
best.
God.
I can't wait until this turns into like a shitty buddy cop movie or buddy pilot movie, like comedic Top Gun in like 5 years.
Oh my
That'd be
god.
great.
I would watch the hell out of that actually.
That
Based
would
on a
actually
true
be
story.
Yeah, why isn't?
Can
Well,
you draw
I
a
guess
dick in the sky? I don't think so.
it's kind of in the credits for 22 Jump Street. They have like all the sequels in the credits, all the title cards for all the inevitable sequels, and one of them is like Flight School or something. So
Nice.
that would be that. You gotta wait.
It'll
for
probably
the
just be some
seventh
shitty Netflix movie, to be honest.
sequel. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Speaking of shame,
You want to talk about DJ Khaled being put to shame by Tyler the Creator?
Know what
Should
happened?
be that.
So, like,
oral sex. having
Tyler the
sex.
Creator
Yep.
dropped his album Igor
Which is
on
sick.
Friday.
he did.
And yes, he did.
I don't
You are
remember
well
that.
aware.
Yeah, you
I
know.
don't know what the fuck
Um,
you're talking about.
DJ Khaled also dropped his album that I don't recall the name of.
Oh, is it Father of Assad?
Yes, that's the one.
Yep.
Father
He
Wow, I
dropped
feel like
that.
that's been his
the
album title for the
Syrian,
last 6
like,
years.
dictator guy. Is he a dictator?
Who's DJ Khaled?
Assad.
Assad is his son.
Isn't he? Okay, because Assad
Yeah.
is like the name of the guy in Syria, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Why would he call his album like that at a time like this?
because
know.
it's
I don't know. I think he's
cultivating.
Now, I thought it was
Rather ignorant.
interesting.
Family man.
I thought this was interesting.
That's true. He
Yeah.
is a
So-
family man.
He's pretty-
They're both of those artists at
Get a
this point
paper,
are like
Khaled.
mega producers, right?
Right.
DJ Khaled brings like some of the best talent around to perform
Right. He's
on
got
his
like,
records.
some amazing collabs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now Tyler the Creator has built up almost similar clout in the industry, where anybody who's anybody seems to be kind of willing to work with him. So it's like 2 albums that were done in a similar style, because I believe Tyler had announced or like said to his fans, like, listen to this as it's like a produced project, like not necessarily looking for just me on it, because it's not going to be a Tyler the Creator album. It's supposed to be something a little bit different, like a compilation kind of tape. And if you go back and like look through all the song credits, like I think there's only 2 songs that aren't featuring anybody of like massive note.
That's interesting.
So the album crushed. It seems to be being super well received. And DJ Khaled's album, for like the first time ever, is just like there's no buzz about it.
Really?
Should have picked a better name, boy.
Oh shit!
Should have named your son a little differently.
Here it comes.
So I thought
here comes the desperate PR moves.
Right. Well, I thought it was super cool because like it's not very often where you get to see music that, like, let's say our friend group considers to be really great, get pitted against just things that are like essentially manufactured pop, which are meant to be massive and
massive like Khaled,
and it's taken over
musically.
And I'm super hype about that.
Hey,
I think it's a
I wonder,
sign of the times, man.
Yeah, this is good. And the new album from Tyler is really good, considering it's like it's kind of different, but it's also like, you know, it sounds like there's a piece of like everything from his past albums, even though he tells you not to hear it as such. Sorry?
You still got that indie spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, even though he's got like these grandiose like instruments featured on the record, he still like plays similar like chords and stuff like he always has. So even on the parts where Tyler's not singing or rapping or like his vocals aren't present, you can recognize that it's his like fingers at work, like behind the scenes. And it's fucking dope.
That's fuck, man. Cool.
Fuck, man.
So you guys like the record?
No, yeah. I also like the cream.
The cream.
Yeah, I've given it like a couple listen throughs, like maybe 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a chance to listen to it twice. The first half is good. The second half is like interstellar. Like that shit blew my fucking mind. It was so good.
Yeah, don't spoil it too much for me because I haven't listened yet.
What? You were the one who told me about the record.
Yo, Tyler dies at the end.
No, dude, come on, man.
Have you seen the weird Arby's guy / weird Satanist guy?
Sorry, say that
seen
again.
The weird Arby's
Christian
guy
got really
/ weird
uncomfortable
Satanist guy / weird guy almost falls in a sinkhole?
I don't know. Is it this guy that Ian's bringing up?
Yep, this is him. He basically inserts himself into news footage and whatnot, and he usually he always plays the same character, and it's this guy who is I don't know. You'll yeah. Have you seen that?
yeah, I've seen it.
This is what it is. You've
seen this guy with the?
Have you seen the Satanist one?
Now, the first time I caught him, I think it was in an Arby's video.
Yeah.
Where maybe an old woman drove through the front window or something.
Crash into me.
And I thought it was real, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, there's an employee like this? That's fucking amazing.
Have you seen this one where he's a Satanist?
It's here. It's in Detroit, and this is fantastic. That, like, we get
I don't
to
think
experience
so.
this, and we get to
Yeah,
see
Christian,
this
you can relate to
amazing
Satanism,
statue
can't you?
being unveiled
Yeah, I
in all
can,
the
actually.
streets.
I'm just excited to see my Lord and Savior Baphomet represented in such glorious Italian stone. I do hope his eyes gaze upon
Do you guys not
me,
feel
and
like
that my allegiance
Satanists?
is recognized.
I mean, it's all about having a
Notice me,
good-ass
senpai.
time.
Notice me.
Protesters took the heavy rainfall as some sort of sign and even brought their own statue
But
of
people
an
kind of,
angel crushing the devil.
I like how it's
wishes that
pretty
angel
kind
statue
of
come to
ironic.
life.
How big would that statue be?
I don't even
It's
know.
so weird how
man.
people
Why does
just
it have
kinda
LED
question
stripping it off?
But to what is this battle raging, you ask? I don't know. What stands
I don't
at
know.
the center? To that I say, my soul is at the center, offered up to the ageless ones, only to be torn in twain.
The unveiling here in Detroit is historic.
So
The
odd.
same statue
There's
has
also
never
one
before
where
been seen
it looks
publicly.
like
The
him
Satanic
kind of
Temple says the
at like
statue is a
at
symbol for
E3
what
where it's
they
like this lady
advocate,
interviewing
the
random people
separation
and
of
then
church and
it keeps
state.
cutting
It's
back
like
to
you
him
can't have
saying
one without the other, you know?
weird things.
Like I'm equal parts God and the devil. A cloak of shame covers this man, and only supreme light
I
will
love
wash
that we
my
live
body
in a
clean.
world where
But how
people
could
like
that light
this can
possibly
flourish
reach me
and make
with the thick clouds of
cash off of
indecent
something
surround
so
my poor
fucking
soul?
bizarre.
So I carry
He
my
interviewed one of the guys
wrongdoings on my
from
back,
Ghost,
like some
one of
kind
the
of
faceless
tormented hiker
ghouls.
But dude,
lost
like,
in the hills of
he's
Israel,
putting in
looking
a lot
desperately
of
for
work
that
to
peak
memorize all that
rescue him
fucking
from the
shit?
valley
Yeah,
of
he does these in
depraved
one
habitual
take.
self-pleasuring.
That's
But again, I find nothing.
pretty
Well, you
fucking
can
talented.
see him
Sweaty,
looking at a
devastated loneliness,
teleprompter.
and 1,000
Doesn't
judging
mean
eyes staring back at
fucking-
me
oh
from the
my
cover of a
God,
stolen
Christian,
Victoria's
just-
Secret catalog. I didn't take your mail, Mrs. Pemberton.
Well, I'm sorry
Stop
to ruin
asking
the
me that.
facade, but
Leave me alone.
Did you say you ruined Assad?
the facade, dude.
Assad?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Satan's pretty cool.
Rock on, dude.
It's important to note that the Satan statue will not stay here in Detroit. The Satanic Temple.
You guys wanna hear
will
another
take the
funny
statue
news
to
story that
Arkansas,
I
the state
saw
capital.
this
There
morning?
is a monument to the Ten Commandments.
Yes,
They
Guy,
wanted the
what is
statue
it?
next to
Yes.
it as a
Louis
form of-
Vuitton
Who's
just
that?
won a lawsuit
Is he the
against
ginger comedian?
Yes, I
I'm
think.
just kidding.
Louis Vuitton just won a court case against a purse manufacturer that manufactures purses to look like turds called Pooey Pouton.
Oh, they won?
They're forcing them to shut or like change their name.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I thought Pooey
What?
Pouton was
That's
the
an affront
funniest
to
fucking
all of
thing.
our rights.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What about free fucking speech?
Well, I thought parody law like kind of allowed you to do that shit and like
Parody law?
What if Terry
yeah, parody
Crews,
law is a real thing.
What if Terry Crews started making
Terry?
salad toppings and called it Cruzy's Croutons?
Yeah.
Would that be allowed?
Absolutely not.
Cruzy
dude.
Croutons? Terry Cruzy Croutons? Would
Well,
that be
is
allowed?
there a crouton business
Cruy
that's similarly named?
Cruy Crouton? There's no poo bag name. There's no poo bag company in the realm. So
Wait.
why is the regular bag company suing the poo bag company for their name
Because
stealing?
they're similar names. It's a defamation of their name, is what they're claiming.
So who are you sticking up for here,
product is
Christian?
completely different.
I
No one who wants a poo
Whose
bag
fucking
is gonna
side
get
are you
confused.
on?
I'm on the side of
And get a
Pooey
nice-
Pouton.
Exactly, because no one's gonna get confused who's looking for a poo bag and get a non-poo bag.
How big are these bags?
Like it's
I don't know, dude.
completely different markets. Apples and oranges, completely.
Can you search up a picture of a poo
Pooey,
bag?
search up
They
Pooey
sell-
Pouton. Get
they
that
sell-
in your history.
They sell fake plastic poo bags at my work. Like literally, it's like a
Fake.
statue of a bag with like handles and shit, and it's because it's part of this Poopsie the Unicorn thing. Have you heard of this?
What?
Fuck.
Poopsie?
Poopsie or
unicorn.
or a Poonicorns. Yeah, there's two.
Poonicorn?
That does not sound nice.
It's
that does
a-
not sound
it's a
nice at all.
children's toy.
A
So
poonicorn.
fetishy and weird. I hate it. It creeps me out.
Oh yeah, you were showing me those when
yeah,
I went.
I have
Yeah.
pictures. I've seen footage.
Show me
Oh.
these.
I've
you look-
seen
Show
Show
look
me
it
the
up?
footage.
Okay, look up Poopsie the Unicorn.
Should I do it on YouTube or just on?
Whatever you
just
do,
Google
do-
images.
don't
What do you
type in
think YouTube would
Poonicorn. I don't think we're gonna get the results we
Dude,
want.
It's
out
a
of
You
that.
need to
children's
type in
thing. It's
Poonicorn.
absurd.
We're
It's
at-
gross. It's strange.
Well,
creeps
is
me
it
out.
is it
You've
kind
gotta
of
do
like
it. You've
how
gotta see
Mega
it.
Yeah.
Babies was
Is
a
that it?
children's
Is
thing?
No,
that
that's
it?
Poonicorns. But look up Poopsie the Unicorn. It's way worse because it's like they're wearing diapers and
Yeah,
they're
that
wearing
looks
like cut
fine.
off tees and shit. It's gross.
Oh
Google
yeah,
images,
these,
please.
Yeah, these like
Another day at
Poopsie
my
the unicorn.
residence.
Yes.
These like sexualized. Oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
It's so strange, bro. It's gross. You
What?
sexualize fucking
Oh, that's
unicorn.
weird.
And there's all this
The
like
belly
weird
button ring? Is
shit
that a belly
humor
button
and
ring?
stuff.
Dude, where are the toe rings though? Those are pretty cool.
And is this like a popular thing?
I hope not. I don't think we sell. I don't think we sell too many of them. But
Yeah, it's a
actually-
slime surprise.
Yeah, dude, and it's all about like the poo slime and stuff that you can like make. You can make poo slime and stuff. Like
Doesn't everybody
it's almost
make
like
that
you know how
already,
you used
though?
to have the cool Play-Doh hair thing.
my
They do this,
God.
but with fucking unicorn poo
Wait,
slime.
how does that?
It's crazy.
Oh
the,
my
the
God.
toy, that
This needs-
toy.
We need to put a stop to
That
this,
toy
society.
makes-
Get rid of the
Why do we put up with
poonicorns.
Will somebody listen to me? That toy makes poop. Please tell me how the slime comes into play here.
Let's watch a YouTube video. It's
Yeah.
probably going to be by some
Oh,
creepy
dude, there's a
middle-aged
hack for
guy,
them.
and that's the problem. How much you want to bet the guy
Oh,
who
fuck.
makes this video is 47?
And has no children.
No. Do you guys?
Oh, he
like,
has
well, the
some
first one.
children,
The
they're
first
just
one
not
is
his.
is.
Just show me
no one
like
knows
the
he has them.
commercial.
Yeah.
Just show me the commercial.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not funny. It's
That's
horrific.
actually
but
probably
it's
the best way.
like
to do it. I don't want to watch.
How about that game last night?
Oh, it's CGI,
a
dog.
sports ball game.
Let's get into it. Let's get immersed in the Poopsie the Unicorn universe.
Which one? Which one should we go to?
Oh,
The
gonna get
Poopsie
so
slime
dang.
surprise or the
whichever
unicorn?
one's
Oh,
Nice.
Christ,
not
look at that
unicorn
hair
princess.
toss. It's better than mine. I'm.
Yo, this shit's off the chain,
My
dog.
my slime is
Okay, watch. They put
divine.
the slime in the mouth, and I bet they shit. They have little diapers and shit. That's
What is
horrific.
going on right? Oh my God! It's like it's like very. It has resistance.
Yo, listen to me. Are we living in the fucking 90s again?
Walmart is selling this?
Look at that. That's the bag.
Yeah, look at the
plastic bag. That thing is $85.
Are we living in the 90s again?
It's pretty
Remember
worth
when
it.
weird
Look at
ass
the
fucking...
size
What's going on, society?
Look at the size
Fix
of that bag.
it.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the bag, dude?
It's on
live in
you
a
now.
society.
It's on you.
You know what?
You've seen this. It's on you.
You guys are blowing this out of proportion, all right?
It's on you. You've seen this. It's on you now.
Do you
Fix
guys
it.
remember, like, back when we were
This is going on you
younger
now?
and weird-ass toys always came out?
What's that?
Do you remember, like, back in, like, the mid-90s
The
when
shit
weird...
toys?
Like
weird fucking toys were like the norm. Like shit like this wasn't that weird.
We had weird, dangerous toys like melting fucking metal in an
Shrinky
oven.
dinks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember the
I fucking
remember the
that.
thing where you melt like liquid metal in an oven? You put like
Yes.
little ball bearings and you make
Hell
a cool
yeah.
metal scorpion and shit.
I had a toy where it was just a wolf with a bulging tumor in his face,
even the
and
word
you just
bulging, dude.
the idea was to just rip it apart.
day.
It made no sense.
Like
It was called a stretch screamer. And I guess the idea was you wanted to make the thing scream by stretching the shit out of it.
That's what dogs get out of squeaky toys, by the way. Do you know that that's why dogs like biting
like
things that
killing
squeak?
it?
Because it
They like
reminds them
silencing it?
it like gives them this primal response that they're wired for, where they bite a small animal and it squeals like that. Like that's why it gives them
Oh,
pleasure.
hey,
it gives them like that ASMR tingle, which I've never gotten because
Speaking
ASMR
of
is weird.
primal response,
Oh.
cats do something similar where if they're like
They
sitting
shit
at
and
your
run away.
window and they'll watch birds outside and they'll make these sounds. They go
The
like
clicking sounds. Yeah.
and they're simulating what they think would be the sound of them breaking the bird's neck.
That's fucked. Do you know why they meow?
No.
It's because it
try to-
sounds like
they
the
want-
sound of a human baby.
Yeah.
And they don't meow at each other. They only
that's
meow to
right.
attract people's
That's
attention.
right. Yeah. When I'm not paying attention to my cat, it makes weird sounds like around the corners and stuff because it thinks there's nobody around.
Fucking Erica's cat's been waking us up like a little bitch the past few days, like just 20 minutes before the alarm every day.
It
Just like,
knows,
come
man.
on.
That sounds awful.
Like,
What does
And-
it want?
it's like such vocal meows. It'll be like meow, and then it's like meow, and then it's like meow, and it's like you sound way too much like a person trying to bother me. Like
Yeah.
like just like she knows how to get on your
So how do you curb the meowing?
Tell her to fuck off. You hiss if she gets
Yeah,
know,
you
up
mostly
on the
just
bed.
wanna scare
You go, and and she'll frig off for a bit.
My cat just shakes my doors. It puts its
What?
claws
Oh, just
underneath
like-
the doors.
Oh.
And it goes, "Bum, bum, 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 bum."
Damn,
That needs
It
to be in a
skips
horror
the meow.
movie.
that's a
we-
smart
Why
fucking
isn't that in
cat.
Pet Cemetery? Except
It's
it
funny
rips
too
the
because you'll
door.
see its like hand like come up underneath. It's just like lashing around like a tendril trying to fucking grasp at anything nearby.
Jesus Christ.
I like that bag, the poop bag.
Yeah, the plastic poop bag.
I would
you
pay-
open it up.
I
and
saw
has
it at
stuff in
Walmart.
not
It's
even a real
actually
bag.
ridiculous.
I would
Adam
pay
showed me
85
it.
for it for sure.
It's like
I
$80.
made him
It's like
knock
this
on it.
big. Like
Yeah.
about yay big.
Maybe
And
like
it's
10
just like a
pounds.
poop emoji that was painted white and the eyes are slightly crooked.
It's got little
and got some
stars
sparkles
and
on it. And you can just
sparkles
split it in half and that's it.
Yeah,
So
you
what's
open
the
it up.
problem?
It's like a plastic case
You
with
guys
just a
don't like
bunch
it?
of like surprise stuff.
But it's $80.
$80.
High quality material.
Yeah, even like really dope Lego sets aren't like $80.
and they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah,
unicorns.
Yeah, but you can
Exactly.
explore in a poo bag.
They're not fetishy, fucking like weirdly feminized, shitting themselves. Like furry
that's
Yeah,
such
it's
a
a strange toy.
They're yeah, that's so weird.
Poopsie the unicorn.
Gotta
gives that to their
gotta
Is there like a
teach kids
TV
about poop
show or
somehow.
something?
I
or
hope.
Did some
not.
dude just walk into a boardroom and he's like, "Yeah, Poopsie the unicorn."
I love how you're searching all these in capitals. It's so dire.
Yep.
I need to know.
Unicorn.
No, there's no TV show, dude.
Or it's almost like you're trembling when you're typing.
Do you think we should make one?
unicorn?
Make a Poopsie?
Make a Poopsie the
As you
Unicorn
should,
TV
society.
show.
Fix it.
No.
I don't think there's
We're out
anything wrong
here.
with Poopsie.
Get out here with us. Open your eyes.
This is on
Wake
you
up,
now.
sheeple. This is on you now.
I don't
this
know
is
when
on
we
that
started
app. You
streaming to
now.
you
Check
now.
in. We're live streaming. We're not.
Download
in
our
anyway.
app so you can see when we're going live.
Don't go on Poo now. Go on you now.
I don't agree with that.
Poo now is part of the
Go on
problem.
Poo now.
Poopsie the unicorn, bro. That's
I'm-
how they get into you.
I'm on board. Yeah, I'm on board. Get into me.
That's okay. Look, we've
Yeah.
gone too far. We've already someone's already converted. He thinks it's normal now. He thinks that it's normal for children to be playing with unicorn feces.
You don't remember as a child playing with your poop, huh?
Not once.
No, sir.
Nope.
Not
Actually,
once.
You told me stories yesterday about how you
I've
just-
seen footage.
Exactly. You tell me how he's just playing around in his shit all the time.
Yep.
Who did?
Always.
Ian?
Ian, yeah.
Yeah, I just lied actually.
Yeah. And I don't think that's
Oh,
very
Yeah, I actually
got him. You got him.
I don't think it's appropriate to lie to the people.
Yeah, I actually just lied.
Yo,
But you know what? I have a
liar, like-
confession to make.
I'm no fool.
What's the confession?
Yep.
Getting tired of starting again.
I feel like we need to start this podcast again.
Nope.
And you want to know why? Because we all need to be on board with Boopsy.
I'm good. I am on board with the Chicago police, though.
I don't
Doing
think you
what?
should.
They
agree
shut
with that.
down
They shoot
State
people.
Street in Chicago
Which
due
state?
to a suspicious object seen traveling down the street.
This is another.
Do you want to know what it was?
It's a penis.
Tell us.
Today's penis.
It was a
theme.
can of ravioli on wheels.
What? They shut down a whole.
They
Wheels
shut
on
down a whole main vein of
we
Chicago.
talking like a regular
what?
size or like one that is of size enough to have car
Put the
wheels?
fucking wheels on.
Oh, I think it was just a regular size can. I think they thought it was like a bomb, like driving around in an RC car.
Good guess. Good guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Rolling
Yeah.
ravioli.
Fit a lot of explosives.
Can't get
in
past.
there,
Yeah, they
sure.
thought it was a bomb.
I guess
This
it
can't be
kind of, you
fucking
know,
real.
I'd be kind of sketched out.
Who do you think called that in?
I get
The
you know
people who
what?
complain about Poopsie.
I get it. Like
That's amazing.
I get too sketched out when there's too many stern-looking people with leather on in an office building around me.
Do they have a
That's
video of
true.
this?
It's
Just
gonna go
is
down.
it like does it move or is it just like on the street?
It's on wheels.
I don't know. I just saw this photo and the headline, and away I went.
Somebody's got to have a video of
That
this.
is hilarious.
Search rolling ravioli.
Roly-oly. You see that fucking guy who tried to get on that?
Oh,
like,
they're
live
interviewing the
stuff?
kid. They're interviewing the
I
kid.
don't know if you all heard this week, Chicago police
the-
had to shut down State Street for like a half hour.
Is he drunk?
When they discovered
Half
a
hour.
suspicious
I think he's
item
American,
left in
dude.
the middle of the road.
Why is he
Here
talking
is
so
the item.
slowly?
It's a
That's
Chef
normal.
Boyardee can on wheels.
Thanks for the confirmation.
Apparently, it was created by a design student at DePaul.
Isn't it kind of
Now,
weird
first I
watching
see this and I'm
somebody
thinking,
doing what we're doing?
the cops are kind of overreacting here, you know. But then I look a little closer and saw what looks like a freaking fuse coming out of the end of it. Not only that, but witnesses say the kid placed it in the street and then ran into a building, quote,
Oh
to
yeah, that would be the
observe
antenna, I guess.
results.
Fuse-looking thing.
By results,
the
I assume
kid?
you mean mass hysteria, you little psycho. The kid got a ticket.
This is
No,
not real.
this is
Fake.
so cringe. What the hell?
Big
That's
get
fucking
here.
fake.
That is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Or is it real and you guys just want it to be a different person?
No, it's fake. Nobody talks like that, dude.
Dude, you're looking
Yeah, that's
at
true.
him.
He wouldn't have been like, Pat,
Why
I'm
was his
coming
room?
in here with
Why was
super
his room
rehearsed
so well
lines."
lit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
a
coming in
lighting
for my
crew.
green screen room with really well rehearsed lines. I'm
Hey,
coming
man.
in with the perfect completion to the
Crisis
question you just
actor.
asked.
It was a real
He's
bomb.
a crisis. Oh my
The
god.
How
can
deep
of
does
ravioli
this go?
still
Wait,
traveling
here
to
we
its
go.
Do it.
destination.
Fix it, society. Okay.
Get Poopsie
'Kay.
on board here. Get your Poopsies.
Get your poopsies off board, okay?
Get the Poopsies. Oh, is it Toronto? Whoa.
Was this guy
No,
coming?
sir, I will not show you my genitals. Harry.
Harry. Yeah, got any Skittles?
Excuse me, what is that?
Listen here, bitch. It's
Oh, that's the guy. That's the real interview. Holy shit.
That's funny as fuck.
It's a can of ravioli, bitch. It was
Why, why didn't we get
Look,
them
you're-
pools?
That is so funny.
School project.
If we're doing wacky
Yeah.
news, do you guys hear about the fucking lady who got arrested trying to like
Whack.
get into a CIA base asking for Agent Penis?
Yes, dude. And she like
It's Samara Condre
she
shit.
came back like
PNIS.
twice, didn't she?
Yeah, she
They like
Ubered
sent
back.
her away. Yeah.
They like took her car or some shit, and then she Ubered back. I think I don't know.
Yeah, I
It-
think you're right.
Yeah.
They like she went
I just
there.
remember that she Ubered back. I don't know why she Ubered back.
Yeah,
but
so
I
they
feel like
sent
there's
her
some-
away, telling her there's no Agent Penis and to stop, like leave them alone, or they're going to arrest her. And she fucking came back and brought it up again, so they arrested her. And She said like she had been contacted by Agent Penis, and he gave her explicit instructions to show up to the headquarters and ask for him. And even if they don't believe you, that's just how the CIA works.
Oh my god!
And you'll just have to bug them a little bit, and then they'll go get me.
That is the best thing to tell someone.
Yeah,
that is amazing. Have you seen the Eric Andre thing where he's Mike Penis trying to get into clubs?
I don't think so.
Best.
Get that up. That's the best. It's like literally she fell for an Eric Andre prank. Like some Eric Andre-ish person went up to her and said, well, he's much more funny because he doesn't probably play this game on people who would actually believe this. It's
I'm Mike Penis. I'm named after my dad's penis. I get into every club. Yeah. Because you gotta be a celebrity. Hey, I'm Mike Penis. I'm Mike Penis. Come on, dude. You're acting like Statham. You're bending it like Beckham.
You're bending it like Beckham.
It kind of reminds me of Adrian.
Hey, whose list do I gotta be on? Schindler's? Do I gotta wash out your guys' ears with my dick? Hey, do I gotta call Tiesto? Hey, Siri.
Oh my god. Call T.
I'm named after my dad's penis. Hepatitis.
P-E-N-I-S.
What happened to me at Lamb of God? Fucking embarrassing.
Yes, I'm on the Red Bull Network.
Yeah, that lady was clearly with the Red Bull Network.
Yep.
Oh,
Jesus.
Whoa,
I have an exciting piece of news related to music stuff.
Tell me.
You guys know how Tidal does high fidelity audio, like lossless?
Yep.
Amazon is looking to step into the field of lossless
doesn't surprise me.
streaming services.
I want poopsy streaming.
So they just
for fuck's sakes.
They just released Amazon Music streaming platform, but it's only for Alexa enabled devices.
Alexa's a bitch.
That's lame.
So I think that was
Alexa,
like
man.
last week, and then they announced maybe 2 days ago that they're looking into getting into the lossless market to compete with Tidal because they feel as if it's an untapped market. And I fucking agree.
Absolutely.
I
Neil Young
fucking
tried to
agree.
get into that shit with the Ponyo.
Yeah, the
Ponyo, yeah.
I think Dave Gray taught us about that.
Yeah, it looked cool.
Shout out
you know,
to-
I wanted
shout
one
out to
on
fucking
the,
good
on the thought
Dave.
of on the idea of it, but it, you know, it's
Ponyo?
huge and it doesn't.
Pony?
There weren't too many options to buy like lossless
Pony
music
Boy?
at the time. Yeah.
Oh, the LimeWire.
There's still companies
It's not-
making.
Oh, Neil Young
It's
kills it
triangular.
off.
I'm a derp.
There's still companies making
Hey, man,
lossless,
we all derp it out.
like media players that have like DACs built. Like it's essentially like a Megazord of a fucking MP3 player.
Damn.
It's got like a internal DACs that can power like 2 fucking like pairs of headphones that require phantom power.
Why don't you explain
Damn.
to the listeners what
Is there
DAX is?
is there a DAX that can power a Shepherd?
Yeah, I
Kristen
guess
Bell's
so.
husband?
Yeah, oh, I know.
I know the one.
Just for those out there.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Check out Chips, everyone.
Hey,
you-
that
Chips.
is
Just
a movie
kidding.
that did
Watch
well.
Watch Ralph the Movie Maker's review of Chips.
He gets fucking loaded during
Yes, he does.
Charles Styles, Mystery Diners.
So does anybody care? Anybody want lossless streaming?
Dude, that'd be sick.
I'm
Christian,
kind
why
of
don't you
down. It
explain
just
to the
depends, like,
listeners?
It would make
if it becomes more accessible on like more devices.
Yeah, well,
I'd be
that's
more willing
my
to-
my biggest reason for not switching over to Tidal is because the mobile application, the only thing that matters for an audio streaming platform, realistically, functions like shit, crashes all the time. You download stuff for offline listening, and it clears it out just whenever it fucking feels like it. Like there's too many little bugs and hiccups with like the software itself. Like the platform's enticing because I want to have like the best quality audio I can listen to, but if the software is not functioning properly, I'm not gonna fucking get it. Where I feel like Amazon has spent enough time in the software business and has acquired enough businesses that they can just force them to build this shit for them that it will actually be like a viable product. when it
stream
comes
the
out.
hell out of movies
Yeah, exactly.
and TV shows, TV series.
I'm excited.
Fuck
That's
yeah,
all
yeah.
I'm saying.
It's sick.
I'm stoked.
The thing is, it could be like a weird little Pandora's box. Now that we're on streaming, I was talking about streaming services.
Pandora Radio.
It could be a weird little thing where if you get, I would be afraid to get used to lossless music, and then you hear just like a regular
like an
high,
MP3?
yeah, you hear, or just like a really formerly high quality recording, and then it just sounds like total shit.
What is
forever.
DistroKid
Well,
upload
no,
the
that's
music
that's
to?
a stupid reason, but that would,
128.
I mean, high quality
Keep my standards
MP3s,
low.
like it's sometimes hard to tell like where the compression has hit them. I guess it depends on like the kind of music you're listening to.
That's true.
as
Yeah,
well.
some music is like fucking Structures' first full length album. Like if you're listening to that on the wrong format, it's gonna sound fucked.
Wait,
Yeah, lots of music with like
got a lot of clipping.
washing kind of sounds over top.
It's super bassy. Like
Yeah.
any sort of like super like overdone metal bass drop. It's just anything that sounds like an airplane flying like
just
inches
sounds like-
above your car. Yeah.
So if DistroKid does 128 and then it goes on to Spotify and we're streaming at very high
I
quality.
think it goes 320.
Does?
Yeah, I don't really know. I'd have to check up on that. What do we know? We have a computer right here.
Dude, when did this get here?
Why?
Look
Well,
at these
why
guys
would
looking at
DistroKid
chips.
limit your bit rate?
The movie came up too, which is great, which is what I was talking about.
Christian, why don't you explain to the listeners what DAX is?
What's chips?
Dax Shepherd.
Chips.
Nope. What's your
A
DAX?
DAC, it's basically like an audio interface that can power headphones. Like there's some pairs of headphones that require an external power source to get optimal sound quality or to get them to turn on at all, just because their drivers require so much power.
It's basically like a digital audio Klondike.
Was that right?
DAK.
Fuck if I know. I was trying to get you to tell me, dude.
Dax Shepherd.
Yeah, does DistroKid limit your bit rate? Because like
S-
Spotify natively does, what is it, 320?
I think it basically asks for 16-bit 44.1 is typical, but pretty much anything works. But I think they probably like output it per streaming platform, like to whatever they can.
Oh, okay.
To whatever they play in. Like so, for example, 16-bit 44.1 wave file is like pretty. Like I don't want to say it's like lossless, but like
as close as you
yeah,
can
it's
get with
like
a compressed
yeah.
format.
I mean, if you were to record in 16-bit 44.1, then yes, it would be lossless. But
Well, you know what they say though. You know what they say about all that is you can limit the rate of bits, but you can limit the rate of bitches.
Wow.
Is that what they say?
That is what they say.
Okay.
Cool.
But yeah, I think what it does is that just gives it headroom to like apply its format per streaming platform.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. I get you. Yeah, because like I think if you set like your audio hardware on your PC to those settings, it says it's like essentially lossless or
Yeah,
like
basically.
studio level
Yeah.
compression.
It's just
I
if you
guess.
want to do stuff like
okay, so
like
and
stretching
they
like
do
stuff,
their
you'll
own
notice
encoding
the
to like
information's
send it
not
out to the
there.
other services. You think?
I think so. Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
cool.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
I swallowed an AirPod the other day and I pooped it out and it still works.
Did you?
Yep.
Same.
Well,
goes for
you were the
Tide-
man I read that article about.
Tide Pods do the same thing.
Tide Pods?
Remarkably resilient.
Wait, can we reel it back like one sentence and
Yeah.
talk about that pooping out the AirPod that actually happened?
Sure, dude. What do you want to know about it?
You actually did that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you actually read an article about that?
Yeah.
They made an article.
Who would put it back in?
Dude, why
Their
not? You
ass?
fucking test it.
Man searches through own poo after swallowing AirPod.
How expensive
He
is
didn't
it?
accidentally do it.
Yo, look at it. It's still
holding
dirty.
it way too close to his mouth.
Dude.
What is with you
Get
guys
it away
not
from your
enjoying
face,
poop
bro.
anymore?
I always
Yo, look
have
at
this
it.
problem.
Look at
Why is
it.
it brown?
Look
Get
at
it
it.
away from your face.
Dude, it's the new.
Poo's on his fingers.
No, it's the new model.
Ew, wash it before the picture. You got poo on his phone to take that picture.
This is glorious right here. This is all.
He took a video of it? No.
You guys have a real thing about poop.
See, this
No.
is why I have a big problem
Did he
paying
shit
for
on the
things
floor?
that are more
Oh
than
my God.
There's a little toilet there.
There was someone else who wanted to film it too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd
Look at
fucking
it. Look at
film
him.
this idiot too.
Why would you blur out your own shit?
That doesn't look like me though.
No.
No, I think the web.
Society fix it. No,
yeah, I think
please.
the.
What? I'm far away from the mic as possible because I'm yelling.
Hey, smoking can make your penis shrink. Experts warn.
I'd rather have my
Oh.
penis shrink than search through my poo for an AirPod.
I thought the cameraman was going to focus more on his friend digging through his shit, not just focusing.
I don't
the
even
camera
like
on
the
shit.
blurred image of a turd.
He's wiggling it around.
Oh no, he's got it. Look, he's got it. Look, he's holding it. Oh look, there he's got it.
He put it back in the case.
Yeah,
that's sick.
He probably bought it in. Hey, where's the
Not
poopsies?
funny. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh.
That video taught me absolutely nothing.
Oh.
What has?
It taught me to hate this planet.
That we've watched.
That taught me to hate
Lisa
this planet.
Ann, need a lifeguard in the bathroom.
Oh. Why is there a video of him digging it out?
Why was he so comfortable
Why is
doing
there
it
a
with
Because
video?
he knew he could get it on the lad.
I want to
Bible.
find the unblurred version.
Oh,
I need
dude,
to see
we're
what
going that far, huh?
We are not.
No, I don't want to see the unblurred version. No,
Well,
no, no,
Ian's,
no, no.
Ian's already doing it, dude.
No, 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 no.
Yep.
No.
Close your eyes,
No,
dude.
dude.
Close
No,
your
he's
fucking
not gonna
eyes.
find it.
Look
He's
at
not gonna
us.
find it.
Okay, you guys want to see something funny? Have you guys seen the video of the the family at the zoo, and then the lady is watching like the chimp like from like these bleachers like up above? And they're
I
looking
love
down.
bleachers.
And then the chimp
Love
flings the poo
bleachers
her.
at the zoo.
She's got this like giant piece on her forehead.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
All right.
Sounds great though.
Well, it's better than a guy digging AirPods out of his shit, because apparently that's more disturbing.
Anything.
Well, there's a reason why I didn't link the fucking video.
Christian's shit squeamish.
I'm not shit
more of a
squeamish.
headline
I'm only
than this.
blurred shit squeamish.
Get ready. You'll
Scoot
miss it.
reproduce
You'll
and
miss
shit
it.
squeamish.
Watch.
Oh,
You'll see.
yeah.
You'll see it come out. You'll see it come
Oh,
out. Watch. Just
yeah.
get ready for it.
Ooh,
Watch.
what
Yeah,
a
the
cutie.
bleachers, bro. That's a floor seat.
Right there.
Oh.
Look, watch.
It is the bleachers, right? Oh! Oh! What's this kind of? Okay, this is getting a little.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of reveling in it now.
Yeah. it was just a little.
That wasn't even the same
It was just a
chimp at
gif.
the
It was
end.
just a gif of that happening. It was
That's
like,
pretty
all right, you
great.
guys need to throw that in there. But
That's pretty great.
I got the point. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
She got the shit. Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of,
Did you know Tumblr is going to be bought by Pornhub?
Pornhub
Oh, yeah, I
is
heard that.
considering buying Tumblr
they're gonna bring
Oh,
porn
so
back
to
on the Tumblr.
reinstate it to.
Because that was apparently a lot of people say that would kind of ruin Tumblr is the lack
Yeah, I
of
think-
nudity or whatever. I'm not a Tumblrsman, but that's
Okay,
what
so
people say.
yeah, Tumblr was mostly known for its like not safe for work blogs, and they removed them like late last year or at the start of 2019, and all all Tumblr's fanfic writers got really upset because they're not like it was like a super blanket thing. It was like you couldn't show nudity, couldn't talk about nudity, couldn't talk about sexual themes.
what?
It like made it like not adult friendly essentially.
I took a shower the other day, banned for nudity.
What?
Yeah,
You
it was just,
implied that
it was
nudity
really
exists.
strange. I think it's because they're getting ready to like sell Tumblr probably, so they're like, oh, let's scrub all this bullshit out so it looks more promising to investors.
But
And
you're
we
just
can-
changing the whole fucking thing. It's just what it's known for, being a little perverted place for perverted teens to do perverted things.
Yeah, dude. Don't you know how money works though?
Yeah.
Muddy?
Don't you want to sell ads, bro?
Yeah.
Speaking of ads, we'd like to thank our sponsors.
Who's our sponsor?
Adam's got this
The
one.
Avengers. Thanks for making
Craft dinner, thanks.
Poop
Yeah.
bag.
You can get. You didn't let me get to the end of the name of the business I was trying to plug.
Wow,
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
so sorry. Fuck.
I was just kidding. I was gonna come up
Was
with
it
some
like
sort
a
of elaborate.
meditative, like,
Yeah. It was gonna
Om
be
service?
Yeah, but meditation is actually pretty fucking important. So.
Get
I,
with
I-
the
and I don't mean to minimize it by making the face I just made. You guys should do it. You guys should do it because fuck you. That's the best way to get someone into sitting quietly. Fuck you. You should do it.
Okay.
You should fucking do something that I'm fucking telling you to
Sit
do.
quietly a couple times a day. Fuck you. Tighten it up. I'll squeeze the cream out of you.
Tighten it.
That's the whole reason I'm here.
Jeez.
Well, isn't that why you asked me to come here?
I did.
We're just out here squeezing.
Creamy up, man.
Fix it.
Creamy up.
So you guys
Brexit?
want to wrap up and
Well, I kind of
see
want
how
to talk
this thing
about
turns out?
one
should
more
always be
thing.
wrapping
We're not
up.
going to talk
okay.
Brexit.
It's this
Breakfast,
New York
breakfast?
street
Someone
corner
already
now
did.
dubbed Wu-Tang Clan District.
oh fuck yeah.
They're playing at District?
Yeah.
There's not much more to the story, but the
Oh.
Wu-Tang has
Fuck.
they've been given their own corner in New York, which
that's
is
awesome.
for them.
Is it in Staten Island? That's where they're from.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Where do you think that guy was from that dug through his own shit?
I don't know.
This
Korea?
one looks-
Probably from Earth.
No way, dude. Get the
We're all
fuck out.
earthlings spinning around together.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think about Lil Dicky's video for Earth?
I didn't watch it.
Dude, it's a
Yeah,
flat.
I didn't watch it either. I heard it's some flat Earth propaganda.
Dude, it's gotta be.
I don't really like Lil. I like Lil Dicky's first record, and then he
Yeah,
put
you
out
do.
like a ton of like really not
so this
so funny
is like
stuff?
the ultimate collab Earth Posy song. There's a ton of features on this. It's done in like a what would you call it? Like a DreamWorks kind of like animal style of like animation, and each artist that features is a different animal or a different thing.
Okay.
But like the song is like supposed to be spreading like a positive image about like the environment and the earth and taking care of it, but it's got a lot of like tongue in cheek and like jokey like stuff. Kevin Hart is Kanye West in the song. Kevin Hart is Kanye West. Nah, it's kind of it's a little it's like pretty preachy, you know.
Okay.
It's very preachy actually.
Do you enjoy preachers?
Only at church.
Okay, your brother probably sucks. Look at how you turned out. You're a rat. Your household is probably completely mismanaged. Suck your butt? How about you take that perfectly round head and suck my butt? How about that? Pick up the trash.
He's gonna find some shit pods.
No, it's
Ooh,
the magical
Bible.
book. It's
Ooh,
the
it's gonna
Bible.
save everyone.
Oh,
It's God's word. It's gonna
dude,
save
yeah,
the
it's
planet.
like the Book of Eli.
Because God's word these days is to ignore all the science and just let industry take care of the rest.
And if you're homosexual, you're going to hell.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I have a video after this. You gotta see
What-
GOP Jesus. It's great.
GOP?
Oh, yeah.
On GP, dude. I don't think I'm on board.
Oh, wait,
Dang.
you hear the core hook.
Who did he do this with? It looks like a lot of money went into this video.
Dude, dude, the features alone, you can tell like this. There's a lot. Well, I think Leonardo DiCaprio's like organization like co-funded this because
Right, yeah. I was
he's in the
curious
video
like,
and
who
he kind
the
of
executive producers are.
It's a good mythical
Because I know
morning
Dickie
intro.
doesn't have this fucking kind of cash.
Not this part.
Hi. You know what that is?
Beyonce,
Justin
I
Bieber?
think?
Bieber.
Oh.
I knew it.
Jeez, I was wrong.
Is that Ariana Grande?
It is.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Who's that?
Wow.
Kevin Hart is Kanye West.
That's pretty great.
Do you guys love the Earth?
It is
It
my
is our
planet.
planet. Yeah.
I am home.
Is that Maroon 5?
Yeah.
Should be.
Is that Yachty?
Lil Yachty's HPV.
Oh my god. That's funny.
Lil Yachty is a disease.
Yell Yachty.
Yo latte? Well, this is more fun than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like super kid friendly.
It's the imagery definitely like 100% is, minus the whole like drinking the cow out of the milk's tit. I mean drinking the.
I love drinking cows out of tits.
Dang, yo, that
Look at the
video's
cow's
got
tit.
nuts plays on it.
Yeah.
What's the like to dislike ratio?
6.5 million likes, 185,000 dislikes.
Solid ratio. Solid race.
Good
Yeah.
race.
Who?
Yeah. So there's that.
Cool.
You got to check out GOP Jesus. It's quite great. Plays into the bullshit I was talking at the start, but it's way more.
We haven't spoken any bullshit today.
That's well, the bullshit I was talking at the
Truly,
start
I
of that video.
say unto you, whoever welcomes one of these little ones in my name might be letting in a murderer or a drug. Let's get her to a detention center.
Oh my god, dude.
Figure out what's going on.
It's so fucking perfect because
I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. And behold, now I'm all lazy and entitled. You shouldn't have done that. Do unto others as you expect they might want to do unto you. What is a man profited if he gain the whole world but lose his soul? A lot. He has profited a lot. One soul for the whole world, that is an amazing deal. Why do you look at the speck of dust in your brother's eye, but ignore the plank in your own? Because of her emails. Yes. If a man strikes you on the right cheek, turn to him and shoot him. That is the law. If you want to be perfect, go. Sell all the possessions that you have and give the money to a solid mutual fund. By this, they will know that you are my disciple.
Whose channel is this?
That you say, Merry Christmas! Christ! Christmas!
Friend
That's my name in there, and I put it in there because I wanted it in there so we could all celebrate Big Boy Jesus' birthday time! Okay? Okay.
Rabbi, surely you can heal me.
My child, of course I could. But who would pay for it?
I don't understand. I don't have any money.
Yes, it is a sad story, but it does not make me responsible. It is super duper easy for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. The richer, the better, really. Maybe get a solid gold house, just to be sure. Love your neighbor as yourself. Unless you are better than your neighbor, then tell them that they're weird. And you do not want to bake them a cake. You have heard it said, thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say to you, any man who
Do you
looks
think we
upon
should
a
be
woman
talking
with lust
to,
in his heart should go ahead and do what he's got to
not get
do.
copyright
Lord,
claim?
your followers grow hungry, and
Well, you can just
we
cut
have only
this up
this
in
fish
the
and
end.
bread.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess.
We're not live, baby.
That's right, I am a baby.
Nice. I love that. Okay, I gotta piss real bad. Can we finish up, guys?
That's a real Jesus quote, kind of.
Regular Jesus, Mark.
Christian, what did you say you need to do?
I gotta piss really bad.
Man's got to piss.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's wrap her up.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we'll see how
Episode
this
26.
Yeah,
Does
it's been
anyone
real.
have any important words about unicorns and feces?
Yes,
maybe?
please buy them more. They're at Walmart. They're not getting bought enough. $85 a bag. I think it's pretty reasonable. Kids can learn a lot. They learn about the science of the body, you know, where poop goes, where it comes from, why it slimes.
When
Bags.
was the first time for some of these
Poop bags are great. Poop bags are great. I can't say it enough. Poop bags are
Eat
great.
the poop, buy the poop.
Yep.
Root through your poop. Find your AirPod.
Root through your poop.
Yeah. This episode is sponsored
No.
by
And
no
Healthy-
poop.
Scoots reproduce.
This episode is sponsored by Fiber One.
Scoots reproduce.
Peace.
Oh, Bell.
There's no peace if there's poop. There's
Piss on a piece. Hey, you know what's funny? That I felt like we were still live this entire time.
It is funny.
That is pretty funny. I
It's
see
pretty
you
funny.
laughing, dude.
Ha 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 ha.